Hey there, gamers! Crusnik X here with a very special Crusnik X live stream and Crusnik X video. Um, as you can see, I am here logged on as Bayan Oronir, and the reason for that is the reason for that is because this will be the last time I log in as Bayan. Joining me, of course, is CC Steele, aka Enigma Zero.
Hello.
And she's been gracious enough to join us to give one final farewell to Bayan before we send him to the Ethereal Sea, and by that I mean delete the character altogether. This is actually one of my longest characters, with the exception of my alt Mitsukuni Hani Nozuka. But there's a little bit of backstory behind this particular character. And CC's already heard this, but I'm gonna repeat it for all you viewers, because it means a lot to me, because, well, Bayan will never see the end of the Dragon Song War. He'll never really see the, but anyways, Bayan was one of the alts I made. Now, keep in mind, I've been playing this game for 4 years. I've been playing this game for 4 years, so I only started doing the Final Fantasy XIV Online playthrough. Oh boy, I keep forgetting. Hold on, let me just check right quick. Yeah, I started the Final Fantasy XIV playthrough on March 22nd, 2016. And I had made 3 separate characters to kind of, so that everyone, because each of the 3 nations that you start off with has their own separate storyline. So it's not like you're dealing with the same storyline. Depending on what you pick, you're dealing with one of 3 storylines. So for those of you who have been watching my Final Fantasy XIV live stream right through the beginning, you already know this. But for those of you just joining us in this video, there were 3 characters that I started off with, and those episodes ran like insanely long. I must have clocked in an hour and a half with each episode back then. Sorry. It's still kind of tough to talk about. But so, I started off with 3 separate characters. I started off with Vapa Noon, who was a Mikote who started off as a marauder in Limsa Laminsa. Then I had Lady Cassandra, who started off as a conjurer in Gridania. And then I had Bayan Oronir, who started off as a gladiator. And I still have the gear that Bayan left with in Gladiator. But it's just come to a point in my time that it's time to kind of clean up stuff and make room for new things. And I haven't used Bayan since Heaven's Ward, since before Revenge of the Horde, and I actually started working on Revenge of the Horde with Bayan. I don't know why. I guess it was just on a whim. But with Tarl, sorry, I'm dropping stuff because I'm not thinking clearly. But anyways, with Tarl now being like my main side quest my main side quest tune, and Bayan well, as you can see by the hotbar, his hotbar hasn't been updated since, well, Heaven's Ward. So, and there are a shit ton of things that, as you can see, are crossed out or missing or not even in there anymore. And it's just, and the UI is just a mess now. So I'm basically going to, so it's time to let go of the old, embrace the new, and finally say a fond farewell to Bayan. But before we even say goodbye to him, let's just go back and refresh ourselves as to how far we got with Bayan in terms of storyline. He started off in Ul'dah, worked his way up in the Gladiators Guild, up until before the fall. I mean, we still did a few storylines here and there in terms of the Paladin storyline in Heaven's Ward, but once we reached that kind of roadblock, we kind of switched over to Dark Knight, and we worked with that. So that's a thing. So that was a thing. And Bayan's pretty much had kind of like his... I pretty much modeled Bayan off after my main character, Chris Valentine. Which is why they look exactly the fucking same. But yeah, it's been, seriously, it's almost been 2 years since I started this Final Fantasy XIV live stream, and it kind of pains me to see this character go. I'm sure many people would love to say their final farewells. Most notably being Toshi Fullbuster, aka Elziel Farron, who helped me, who kind of helped me during the starting points of Bayan's storyline. And I'm sure I still have a freaking shit ton of friends on here. I mean, yeah, Leo Rose, who helped me out on a couple of gearing expeditions when I really needed it. There are just a shit ton of people that I really owe this to, because I wouldn't have Bayan wouldn't have gotten this far without each and every one of my allies, from our alliance with the League of Peace to the friends I've met along the way as Bayan. It has just been a long... I don't know what I'm trying to say here. I'm trying to give a eulogy and I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. I'm sorry. But, I mean, CC doesn't know much, about Bayan, but, I mean, did you want to say anything, Enigma?
can't think of anything to say.
Fair enough. I mean, it's only understandable that Enigma wouldn't know much to say because she only just met Bayan like maybe 2 days ago. Like maybe even yesterday, I think. I don't even remember if she knew Bayan even that long. But I guess I'll close this off with a final farewell to Bayan by saying this. It was good to... I'm glad I made Bayan when I did, and I'm glad I made him pretty much modeled after my main character. Bayan and I have been through a lot, especially since, like I said, I wasn't able to do the live stream back when I first started Final Fantasy because of all these different problems I had. So it's nice for me to have this final farewell. I mean, you went through so many different changes. We went through so many different changes, and modeling concepts, and just so many changes throughout, mostly everything. I'm literally I'm pretty much losing out on a lot of shit here. In terms of like gold chocobo feathers, I got 20 of them. I'm losing out on fair vouchers, but I don't even know what those are about. I've got antique stuff that I'm not going to use, the diamond dust. So pretty much I lose out on 2 spare retainers, but that really don't mean much. And here I am sitting here while I'm doing this live stream. I'm also watching episode 1A of when I first started playing back when I first started this live stream back in the 22nd of March in 2016, and just trying to recall. I'm going through, and I'm watching myself going through character customization for him, and just wondering, should I become a pugilist or a gladiator? And I mean, I wanted to start off as pugilist because I started off this game as a pugilist, and but I decided to do gladiator in the end because of quick queue times, and there were various other reasons behind it. But yeah, so Bayan, you have been a constant ally. Crusnik's Purgatory will not be the same without you. But at this point, we have to embrace change, and we have to move on and just make room for new things in our life. But I know that I will remember, and everyone who's ever watched my live streams on twitch.tv/CrusnikX, or watched through the entire Final Fantasy XIV storyline with me on youtube.com/CrusnikXTTV, will remember everything that's gone through this. And for that, I just want to say thank you, and I know it sounds sappy, especially since this is like a digital character, but you will be missed.
Oh. Boop. Sorry.
It's all good. But you definitely will be missed, and and with that, we shall cast this character back into the ethereal sea, by which I mean delete the character and move on to new ventures, maybe even new characters, see what we come up with. But yeah, that's going to be it for this final episode of Bayan, and at this point this ends Bayan's storyline. He'll never truly see the end of the Dragon Song War. He'll never get to experience the awesomeness that is Doma and the awesomeness of Stormblood. But like many times, I don't know if I've ever said this before, but he may be gone, but he won't be forgotten. With that, that concludes this episode of Crusnik's Purgatory. A special thank you to CC for joining us.
You're welcome.
And thank you all for watching, and thank you all for watching and making the time between back in March 2016 and up until the end of Bayan's life. A truly memorable one. I wouldn't continue this without the help of each and every one of you, and I really appreciate it. If you'd like to leave a comment, just kind of saying a final farewell, feel free to do so in the comments below. If you're watching this on Twitch TV/CrusnikX and you like this show, feel free to hit follow and be sure to turn on notifications so you're informed of all of my live streams. If you're watching this on youtube.com/CrusnikXTV and you like this video, feel free to hit the like button below and leave a comment below just to say like a final farewell to Bayan. You can also click here to watch more by me, click here to subscribe, and yeah, that's it. Thank you all for watching, and until next time, I'll see you later. CrusnikX, signing out.